Hello, this is Joang, and this is my Killing Floor 2 level, and we're about to get started. So, generally, the theme here is that we're in this cave that is also built into, like, some lab, and here we can see that it's pretty lit. I wanted it lit in the beginning, and then as it goes towards the end of the other parts of the map, it'll get a little darker. So first, as you can see, it starts off as a normal cave, and we have zombies that can do some pretty acrobatic things like jump up on top of that rock. We have stalagmite everywhere, and the zombies are spawning pretty well. And I wanted this map to be large on purpose, so it is pretty big. But besides that, there is not much else until we get to the later parts of the game. All trader pods are located in places that you can reach at any point of the game, although you do have to sprint to all of them in order to make it on time. As for that, I have to find the other zombies. And we got one more. So as you can see, I also took some of the catacomb pillars and I put a rock or a stone texture on it to make it look like it's old and solidified. And here the idea was to create like some sort of mini pyramid here with these little dirt piles as well, to create this little room of, you can run over it, but like it also should throw you off a little bit. Oh boy. Alright. And as you can see, we do start off pretty far from the trader pod. So as a result, we do have to sprint to most of the trader pods. You do have enough time to purchase everything and do whatever you need within the trader pod. So I think it is perfectly fine that they are this far apart. It's also randomly chosen, so I've had a time where it went from the last room to here, and I've made it on time. So, and then we shall skip. That game does not freeze. There we go. There we go.
Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
And here, we're starting from here, we hit into the later areas of the map. As you can see, this is a pretty large map, and it does take a while to start finding them, but they'll eventually come to you after a while, and then it should give you a general idea of where they're spawning from.
Dented their numbers, but there are plenty left.
And this is where most of the level would take place at. And it varies from place to place. And as you can see, go.
Vault is open again. Let's get you restocked. You were untouchable out there. I'm impressed.
As you can see, there is the general idea was stone for the most part. Even the stairs. But as we get into the area of the most interesting area, it shows the that it goes into this sort of botched lab area, which I will head over now. And here we go. So as you can see here, we start to... God damn. Hold on. I apologize for my skills. I'm not very good at FPS games. Jesus. Not any of them. Also very easily that you can be flanked. Although you get a lot of space to run, it's also designed so that if you ever get flanked, it will be very easy for them to flank you. There's something there. Oh boy. There we go. And as you can see, this area starts to go into the ceiling has changed, the wall textures have changed. The idea here is that it's supposed to go into this like old abandoned botched lab area where something has gone wrong. As you can see, there are bones, there's a chandelier where the labs have gone wrong, and there's just random stuff of like demented things going on, and it looks like something did not go planned. As we enter the area, we enter a place where the room seems to be alive. And you can see there's an altar, there's a lot of plaques, as if there's some ritual or ceremony going on. And as we leave to go back into the... Oh, I forgot to shade that. Wow, it made me run all the way around. This was also a back tunnel into the lab as well, created as a supposed escape route, as you can see. And yeah, this is the general area. You can see that the room was, the idea is that it's spreading over here, and you can see the lights as well from that. And as you can see, the path nodes lead to them going over there. Oh crap. All the monster spawns here are large, or that one boss spawn in here that I've created. Oh boy. It's also very easy to get flanked here too, even though there's a huge amount of space.
That's nearly all of them.
goes that guy. And let's run. Okay.
Perfect. Pod is open again.
Alright.
Let's get you restocked.
And as you can see, most of the fighting is taking place in this area. Alright. Yep. That's pretty much it to the level. There is a lot of circles. The idea was to have the character be able to go in some sort of circle area and create all these little paths that you can take. Although it's also very easy for the enemies to take that same path and attack you as well. And as you can see, I made it so that this is the main spawning ground for the zombies. Oh boy. Okay. Also not very sure how to deal with these things as they run at you, just charge at you. But yeah. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now we go back into here. There's another chandelier in here, and as you can see, there's like some ritual spawning ground that I've placed in here. And that guy's running at me. And he's got a chainsaw. And I just got hit. Okay.
Glad to see you made it through. Make for the pod and gear up.
This is one of the longer ones to the pod, although it is
There's
very
one
doable as
treasure
well.
that will not be coming back, thanks to you.
Alright. This is one of the ones that will be cutting it close. One of the few.
Alors, you need ammo. That's a hint.
Alright.
Pod's closed. Go make a difference.
And yeah, there's not much to this level besides that. Oh Jesus. Alright. I'm in a bad position.
Up this way. Let's call that your warm-up.
There we go. There we go. Oh, get out. There we go. In general, I do like the this little room that I've made and into this. I do really enjoy the feel and the look of it
That was the last one.
overall.
Into the indicated
I
path
do
for
think this is
resupply.
actually pretty cool in my opinion.
They did not lay a
Um,
claw on you.
and
Impressed.
especially that I think that little archway with the chandelier was pretty cool. Overall, I think this is. I think the map is pretty large, although I think is this making me run in a circle? Although I think that this could be improved slightly, but overall, I think that I did this little area for the level
Bring up the
is
trading controls and upgrade
perfect
your gear.
for what I'm doing with this level. And I upgraded the wrong thing. Oops. It's okay.
Last chance. I have to power down the
There we
car.
go.
All Zeds on the scope.
Alright.
Back to it, mes amis.
Here we go. Alright. Oh.
Start. Now finish the job. And
This gun is wildly inaccurate. And this little archway I think is really nice too. Something's hitting me. The only thing I did wish for this was that I would like it to spawn more enemies than what is given. Mostly because since there's so much space to fight that I think you need more zombies in order to make this more fun. Alright, time to pull out the other gun. Alright, get out of here. Alright,
you have a big battle.
there we go.
This equipment is an investment. I'm impressed by your survival instinct out there.
And I think that was the last, maybe one more wave.
Bonjour.
Alright.
Get your tools of trade.
There we go. And I think this is the last
Break
wave.
time's over.
Nope, this is
Get
the
back to
boss.
work. All
Also,
Zeds inbound.
I had an idea since each boss has a cutscene. I think that it'd be perfect if we placed the cutscene right in front of the bone altar as well. And I think it looks pretty epic. It also gives the player a sense of a little bit of fear as well, simply because So it's right in front of the bone altar. Okay. I never really knew how to deal with this guy, so I'm probably just gonna run and gun. Just take hits like no other. Jesus. Alright, back here. And that is my level. Overall, I think that it really gives the player a good feeling. It starts off easy, and as you get deeper and deeper into it, you find these twisted things. And as it gets harder and harder, it just spawns more enemies, and then eventually you fight the boss, which is also, I think, perfectly spawning in front of the bone altar, which I think adds to the feeling of suspense and fear into the player. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.